Senior-focused primary care is brought to you by Partners in Primary Care.
Well, hi, Jack Roper here, and Dr. Phillips is in the house, and of course, you are part of Partners in Primary Care.
That's right.
Many locations and more to come. Now, you're at the Spartanburg location.
That's right.
Fairly
That's
new
right.
there.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Tell us a little bit about you, because you're kind of a local girl. I know you've lived in Greenville for a while.
Yeah, I've lived here for about 12 years, practiced medicine in Greenville, and now I'm here in Spartanburg.
Okay, now tell me, Partners in Primary Care, the title does not reveal really what you're zeroing in on. Why don't you tell us why you're different? Why you're different?
Well, Partners in Primary Care is a network of medical centers across the upstate that focuses on the unique needs of seniors.
And there's a care team. It's not just coming in and talking to you and getting a prescription.
That's right.
There's more than that involved with anybody, right?
Yes. So our idea, Partners in Primary Care, really recognizes that as seniors age, their needs change. And so we really try to take the time to understand each patient's health journey, and we have an entire care team to help with that.
How many people on a care team?
Well, we have quite a few. We have the board-certified physician, like myself.
That'd be you?
Yep, and then a nurse practitioner. We have a care coach, which is a registered nurse, and she helps with management of chronic medical conditions. We also have a social worker, a behavioral health specialist, a clinical pharmacist, and so we all can work together to provide very comprehensive care for the patient.
Well, as a senior, it makes me feel special. I mean, you guys, that's who you're looking to help.
That's right.
People
that's
as
right.
we age.
We want to provide you with the best care so that you can live out your life to the fullest.
Well, Dr. Phillips, I'm curious. Last time I went to the doctor, I had to get on an elevator and go up about 5 stories. Now, can you accommodate maybe the older folks, the seniors, with a little better way to get in to see a doctor?
Of course. All of our facilities are located on ground floor. We have close by parking right outside. You come right into the spacious lobby, and then we have, our wide hallways and our exam rooms. So no elevators are necessary, and no parking garage that you have to pay for.
That's true. And again, you're accommodated for folks maybe in a wheelchair or walkers and stuff like that.
Right. So our hallways are extra wide. We even have a scale where we can weigh the patient if they're in a wheelchair. And then in our patient rooms, we have lots of chairs for caregivers and family members.
Let's talk, we talked about the care team, but let's talk more specifically about the patient advocate. What is that title? What is that role?
The patient advocate's a very important person in our practice, part of our team members. They're responsible for reaching out to the community, making patients aware of our services, and they also arrange different activities in our activity center. So they set up wellness programs such as Silver Sneakers. They also arrange for wellness talks with physicians. I'm giving a talk later on in November. So we have all kinds of activities going on. They do social events, bingo, ice cream socials.
Fun things.
Yeah, lots of fun things.
Well, Partners in Primary Care is not just one building. There are many locations to serve the upstate. Dr. Phillips, tell me where they are.
Okay, we've got locations in Greer, Orchard Park in Greenville, Anderson, Seneca, Powdersville, and then our newest location in Spartanburg, which is where I work.
Yep.
Because demand has grown so much in Anderson, we have decided to open a new facility there, and that will be opening in early 2020. In the meantime, we've got a location at the Homeland Park Walgreens. It's called the Partners in Primary Care Discovery Experience, and we have all the same capabilities as any standalone center. It's got a full lobby, several exam rooms, on-site laboratory, and so you can come by there if you're in Anderson and are looking for a new primary care center. We'll be happy to take care of your needs.
And you have, like the other places, a care team. There are multiple people to help you at that location too.
At each center, we have a full care team staff.
If you want a tour, can we get a walk through? Can we meet people?
Yeah, we'd love to have you stop by one of our centers, and we can give you a tour. We can sign you up to be a new patient if you're interested, and you can come by any day, Monday through Friday, between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. You can give us a call at the number on the screen. and we'll be happy to show you around.
Well, Dr. Phillips, again, you and the other staff of doctors and the care team, there are several titles we've talked about. This is Partners in Primary Care, and I personally suggest you check these folks out.
Well, local best-selling author of the book Redeemed and actor known for his role as Detective Zimbrook on popular TV show ATL Homicide is here with us this morning to tell us all about his new book, Daniel Stevens. I feel like when we first met him, we were talking about him being the Flash.
Oh yeah, he's been the Flash.
He's the Flash. We talked about all his bodybuilding stuff, and then you kind of started telling your story more and more, and this is where this kind of came from. Welcome.
Yeah, exactly. You remember 3 years ago, I came on the show and we were talking about it. And of course, I made
Has it been 3 years?
It's been 3 years, yes. Because I made the first-time author mistake and put a deadline on it before I even had it in the editor's hands.
Yep.
And so I kind of just made that mistake. Y'all know Marcel Anderson. He told me that,
Yeah.
the same thing. He was like, you made the same mistake I did. But hey, 3 years later now, and here it is,
Sometimes you gotta
best-selling.
put a deadline on something to make it happen. Was there a moment, a catalyst that made you really want to share your story? Because sharing things that are so personal as you do in this book is something that you know, it's hard to make that step because you can't take it back once it's out there.
Yeah, and that was one of the biggest fears I did have because, and this is something I talk about all the time, is when you put something like this out there, there's always that, you got people who are going to criticize and things like that, like you know, it's almost kind of like that man up thing.
Yeah.
But suicide is the #2 cause of death nationwide. But nobody talks about it until it actually happens. You see celebrities like Robin Williams, like nobody knew because he hid behind, I call it a mask of
because he was
humor.
so funny. Everyone's like, oh, he's so funny. You can't be funny and being sad and have these feelings.
And in your case, you were winning medals, you were doing bodybuilding, you were competing at a high level.
world champion.
But there was a whole different side of things that were going on.
That nobody saw behind the scenes. Like, only my coach saw them when we were practicing, like a lot of the upsets and things like that, you know, because the first year I went to Worlds, like, you know, I got beat, I got second place, and then, you know, that really took a toll on me.
Second place in the world.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah. Second place.
But
I know. When you're competing, if you don't win, you feel like a loser.
Totally
I
different.
know.
Yeah, it's a totally different thing because the reason why I called the book Redeem is because this was a chance for me to redeem myself. Because 11 years ago, when this whole thing started, I was a track runner and I quit everything. I quit track. I pretty much quit at life. And you know, the day I was getting ready to take my life, things changed. It was a game changer. And when I started getting help, I was like, what am I going to do in order to get back to the person I used to be, where I was so relentless, so persistent, that no matter what I did, I had to be the best at it. And weightlifting was the way to it. And so when I got into the powerlifting and the competitions, I didn't realize I would be in that state where I could become a world champion. I'd won states, I'd won national a couple times, but for worlds, I mean, that's the best of the best. And so going back, my first year when I took second place, I was like, I mean, that killed me. But, you know, it just made me stronger to go back at it the next year and take that title.
Where can people get this book? Because this is one that I think it will touch a lot of people, and you'll relate to this if you're going through some things.
Actually, it's on my website.
Okay.
At thedanielstevens.com. There's a tab on the very top left corner. It says Buy Now, and it takes you straight to the Amazon. It's on Amazon. You can get it on Kindle, hard copy. It's actually on Barnes & Noble online as well. And I also keep copies on me. So if you see me out in the streets or anything, just say, hey, I want to purchase your book.
Ask him to pick up heavy things and he'll give you the book. His deadlift is out of this world.
That's a great gift idea for young people that are, you know, in high school and going off to college, because they're going to deal with these issues
They're going to deal with upsets.
Good hearing from someone who's been there. So
the holidays are coming around.
There you go.
Yep.
Daniel, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you, Daniel.
Well, thank y'all for having me on.
Congratulations on it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, coming up next, some local heroes are getting rewards when buying a home. We're going to tell you all about Homes for Heroes. Makes sense. That's coming up next.